the next 4 days are going to be very exciting. You're going to actually do most of the work. We don't want to be standing in front of you, lecturing you on what is extremism, knowing when to counter, when you actually need to come up with alternative.
These young, brilliant leaders were able to go through identifying the narratives that violent extremism use. They went ahead and identified the responses that have been put in place and the best way to respond to this.
Keep them coming, other narratives.
It's not only about terrorists, but if a group of people come together and they really believe in something, that's the only way out, then that is extremism.
Tribal supremacists. It's like you're saying, somehow we are better than everybody else.
The discussion revolved around what are the different extremist groups in the country, what are the narratives they're currently using to engage and target vulnerable people to join their cause, and how effectively we could propose counter-narratives.
Selected candidates, but this is the one I suggest.
But he's not an engineer. Oh, okay.
I just can't believe I discriminated against him just because the other candidate is from my tribe, even though I fully knew.
So for me, the storytelling approach was really, really powerful. It has given me another perspective on how to formulate messages, on how to get my message across, but the message that has impact.
You can discuss on that, and then that discussion can lead you somewhere else.
You have your campaign ready and set. What is the one thing you would want people to remember about your campaign?
With this training, I just came to know that when you want to correct something, you don't need to just go on the opposite side. You just need to roam around in order to get the best result in your message, and especially to be positive on it.
On this chart, you can see it's a crossroad where people are thinking of what to do.
And certain things that we have taken for granted due to ignorance have become clearer on matters communication, not only to the violent and extremist, but also in current projects that we are doing. So this workshop has worked to help us communicate better in this situation, but even more better in the community works that we are doing.
Let me take you to the brotherhood. They'll teach you how to fight. Fight for your right.
Babel, skills mtaani teaches you how to have your own skills and gives you opportunities.
I have to take care of my future.
So in general, we were able to achieve in terms of these young people being able to sit down, develop those campaign messages in their own way, and we are hoping that they will be able to take these skills and use them in their local setting.
Our action has consequences, and that's also the universal truth that we want to depict, that like truth always prevails, and the rule of law is also prevails. Nobody is above the law.
This was a moment when I was very fading up. I was tired, and that was my I had like nothing hoping for, and that time I was ready to do anything.
Wenzako wajiendeleza na makazi, wewe ukaa tu, huna kazi, huna basi. La haula, mtoto wewe shida tu.
Bro, I can teach you how to make quick, easy money.
And he promised me that they would give me a lot of money, build me a house. And because of those promises and being unemployed and living in the slum with that hard life, I accepted.
How are you? Good. How are you? Good. I'm well. I'm good. Yeah. What brings you here? I was selected for an engineer job here at this organization, but the HR told me they hired somebody else.
Inarti, remember the candidate you first selected? Please bring me his file.
We want to show that the corruption it never wins. Like what goes around comes around, and yeah, that's the universal truth that we want to depict.